There it goes. So hello again. The first video I posted on YouTube was just this random thing. I'm TJ, and this is a NuWave pressure cooker that my uncle gave me several months ago. The last cheesecake video I made, it was a 10-inch cheesecake in an electric skillet. Well, turns out that you can make a 7-inch cheesecake in the NuWave pressure cooker. So that is what we're doing. I've already made the first one, which was just a plain cheesecake. And as you can see, there it is. I'm learning this and fixing as I go. This one I cooled a little bit fast, so that's why it flattened, because I'm trying to make 6-7 of these altogether, different flavors. This, like I said, is the original flavor, and then I'm getting ready to start the second flavor, which is going to be a lemon poppy seed. Now, to start with, we have to freeze the crust because you don't bake it like a normal cheesecake. So what I've done here is done the butter and the graham cracker, and I put it in my 7-inch pan, and it is currently in the freezer for about 15 minutes while I make the batter. So I will be doing that here in a second. Okay, so we are I've got the lemon poppy seed in the fridge, which I'll show in a minute. I did a zest and the juice of 1 lemon for it, and so now we're going to be doing a hot chocolate cheesecake. And so I'm going to be putting 1 pack of the Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix in there. And then once it's done, I'm going to put the marshmallow fluff on top. I was hoping to do a chocolate graham cracker crust, but I could not find any. I could not find any chocolate graham crackers, and I didn't want to try and mess with making chocolate graham cracker. Yeah. So there, it's just chilling. You can see the lemon poppy seed cheesecake, and it's a little bit taller than the last one I put in a little too soon. I put in the freezer, and so I let this cool naturally, I guess, outside the freezer for a little bit, and then put it in the fridge and cooled it so that I could move it, because I just have the one 7-inch pan, so I have to do each one separately. So anyhow, I don't have a way to put the phone on a stand or anything, so I'm just going to have to make it and then show you after I mix the dough. I've already done the graham cracker crust. It's in the freezer for the 15 minutes. So yeah, so I'm going to mix it up and we'll go from there. Okay, so there is the batter. And I'm going to be getting the crust out in just a minute. So there we have the cheesecake in the pan, and the NuWave oven comes with this, what's it called? There's a name for it. Sling with the handles so that I can lower it down in there without touching. So we're gonna see if I can. Oh, so the hot chocolate cheesecake is done. It's going to have the marshmallow fluff on top, and I'm just waiting to cool the ring, and then I can go ahead and put the next cheesecake in, which is pumpkin spice. And for this one, we're going to use a half a can of pumpkin, and that's going to be in place of the sour cream. Usually a lot of baked cheesecake recipes take sour cream. Instead of the sour cream, I'm going to do half a can of pumpkin and then spices, etc., etc., and go from there. Okay. There we go. As you can see, there's a pumpkin spice batter. I'm just waiting the last few minutes of the crust freezing before we put it in. Like I said, half a can of pumpkin, and of course the traditional spices. I like mine a little more spicy, but I tried to be even about it. because my best friend likes a little more pumpkin-y. So it's to each their own, but I did get some spices in there. Enough, I think. I tasted it, and it seems like it's enough and not too overpowering. So we shall be putting it in the crust and then getting it into the pot. So now I've moved on to the caramel apple cheesecake. So I kind of went back and forth about what to do with this, and finally what I've ended up doing is I put applesauce into the mix itself. But I flavored the applesauce a little bit with, I tried apple butter, and that didn't work so well. Like, I tried to figure out how to do that, and that didn't work so well, but I was able to kind of use applesauce, apple butter-ish mix. And so we're going to try that, and then we're going to swirl the caramel into the batter before I bake it. So there's that. And so we'll see how that goes. All right. So there's the cheesecake. I put half of the batter in and did some caramel in it, and then put the other half on and then some caramel. We'll see how it comes out. I'm hoping all the caramel doesn't sink to the bottom. That's what happened the last time I tried to put caramel in a cheesecake this size. And I think I did some stuff to maybe thicken the batter up a little bit. So hopefully that will take care of that problem. Okay, here we go. So this is the last cheesecake I'm going to be making tonight. And I'm calling it a zombie cheesecake. It's going to be lime and raspberry with chocolate. And so lime juice. And I'm going to put some green food coloring and make it more of a yellowish green. We're going to do that with some yellow. And so we'll see how it turns out in a second. I already put the lime juice in the bowl. And then I'm going to do like a raspberry swirled in it. So that's the color I wanted. And that's a little dollop of sour cream that I'm about to mix in. And in both this one and the applesauce one, or the apple caramel one, I only did a 1/4 cup of sour cream instead of the 1/2 cup. So I'm trying to make it a little less runny, but still stay pretty, consistency-wise correct. So, gonna do this, and then we're gonna do some layers, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I did about half the batter, and then I splattered some raspberry on it. I'm gonna put that in the freezer for a couple minutes, and then put the next half on. And I'll put that in the freezer, and then bake it, and hopefully it will hold up better this time. The caramel didn't really, I think it sunk to the bottom again on the apple caramel one. I put some caramel on top after. But I really don't want to do that. With this one, I want to put the chocolate on top, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I put it in the freezer a little bit. I don't think I put it in long enough. So we're going to put it in longer this time before I actually bake it. I do like how the raspberry splattered. I might add a little more. I don't think I'm going to add too much more, though. But I do like how it's splattered in there. So it's very blood-like, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to freeze it for a little bit and then actually cook it. And, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I'm going to probably do chocolate. I might do the chocolate and raspberry. That'd be too much raspberry. I think I'm just going to do chocolate on top. Alright. Check back in later. Alright, so finished product. We have a traditional cheesecake. We have the zombie cheesecake, which is the lime raspberry with chocolate. We have the caramel apple cheesecake. We have a pumpkin spice cheesecake, a lemon poppy seed cheesecake, and a hot chocolate cheesecake with the marshmallow fluff on top. So there we go, 6 cheesecakes. One day, all 7 inches, and I'm going to cut them up and distribute them to people. Feel special if you're my family and friends. All right, have a good day.